These things are great. Jet guitars has quickly risen in the ranks of cheaper import guitars with their superb build quality and specs for the price. You might have already seen some videos with people talking about their 300 and 400 series guitars, but this time we're going to take a look at one of their newer offerings. This absolutely gorgeous JJB300 jazz bass with a brilliant gold finish. Before we get into it, this video is not sponsored by Jet Guitars, nor am I affiliated with them in any way. I just saw this amazing bass and knew that I had to check it out. That's why you should like this video and subscribe to the channel, so that my measly YouTube ad money can provide you with more videos like this. Looks like I'll buy the next bass in about 2 years. The JJB300 is the first bass that Jet Guitars offers, and it hits the market at a price point that's a bit higher than their guitar models at €399. This is a serious price range because at this point you're competing against the Squier Classic Vibe series, the higher-end Harley Benson models, and some other brands that also offer basses at €400. So what makes Jet special? The first thing you might notice is the roasted maple neck that Jet Guitars offers on all their instruments. This is a great choice for stability and feel. By heat treating maple, you can get rid of more than 99% of the moisture inside the wood. This makes it stiffer, lighter, more resonant, and incredibly resistant to changes in outside humidity. This means that the wood has shrunk all that it's ever going to shrink, making sprouting fret ends a problem of the past. With the JJB300, the 3-tone sunburst model has a roasted maple fretboard, but this gold model has a gorgeous dark piece of rosewood as a fretboard. In addition to the roasted neck, we've also got something more rare. That's a roasted poplar body. In this model, it's hidden behind the finish, but the body itself feels resonant and light, and most importantly, looks great. The pickups and electronics follow a standard jazz bass style with 2 single coil pickups and a volume tone control configuration. The bridge is a standard 4-saddle version with what looks like brass saddles. So how's the quality? Is this bass really worth just under €400? I went through the bass with a fine-tooth comb and didn't really find anything to nag about. When I took off the plastic from the control plate, I had to take the whole control plate off, and at that point there was a lot of wood dust in the screw holes and some in the electronics compartment, but that's about it. The finish is flawless and the fretwork looks really good. My bass has no fret sprouting at all and the fretboard looks really nice. The bass didn't arrive too well set up from the factory, and I didn't want to muddy the waters there by letting the shop check it beforehand. So if you're ordering one of these, that's something you might want to do, letting the shop check out and set up your bass before shipping. There was nothing majorly wrong with the setup, just that the string action was really high from the factory. I had to lower the saddles a lot, but ultimately got it where I wanted these basses to be. The bass ships with genuine D'Addario strings, but those died pretty quickly on me. So all the sound examples in this video are done with DR lowrider strings, 45 to 100 gauge. The bone nut on this bass was actually a little bit too tight for the 65 and the 45 gauges, but that's nothing a little bit of elbow grease couldn't figure out. There are a few design choices in the JJB300 that differ from your standard jazz bass copies. Like the decision to not put a skunk stripe at the back of the neck, and also the decision to make a deeper cutaway for the treble side, so you can really reach the 20th fret effortlessly. There's also the fact that unlike most jazz bass copies on the market, the JJB300 is made with the 70s pickup position. Most jazz basses and jazz bass copies are made with the 60s pickup positioning, which means that the bridge pickup is a little bit closer to the neck. In the 70s, Fender decided to move the bridge pickup a bit closer to the bridge, which gave the bass a brighter sound and also that burpy mid-range that many famous bassists such as Marcus Miller or Jaco Pastorius grew fond of. Now that same sound is available in the JJB300. I have found myself extremely fond of this bass, but I think that's mostly because it just looks so damn good. Other than the looks, it's also a really great instrument. The neck feels really nice to play and the roasted maple is just effortlessly sliding in your hands. Everything works flawlessly as it should, the tuners are solid and the bass has a really nice warm jazz bass tone. The pickups are the only thing I'm not extremely fond on this bass, but there's nothing wrong with those. They sound great. They are just a hair too dark for what I want out of my jazz basses. I'd probably swap these out for a set of Seymour Duncan SJB1 vintage jazz bass pickups in the long run, but for now these are more than capable. So if you're looking for a new bass, give the JJB300 a look. It might just be what you're going for. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you later. In the meanwhile, you should like this video, subscribe to the channel and follow me on my socials. Bye bye!